have to know about them. And so you have to know about them. But how do you tell a young person that maybe they're in your field and they have to do journalism, they have to know this stuff, how do they detach like Desi did and still be in that world? Like, what would you say to them? Because they're there.
That's tough, because you got to sacrifice that success to a certain degree. Because in my mind, no one could tell me that Desiree wasn't going to be famous, because it was so easy for me to think that she's going to be a star. And at one point, she wanted to be a star. But she's like, well, I don't really want to do that. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? All this stuff we done did. But to answer your question, to tell them that, it sounds like don't follow your dreams.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be a star, don't be famous.
Wow.
And that's tough to tell someone. I think unless they realize it on their own.
But there has to be a way. I mean, because you all are doing it. How do you tell a young lady or anybody, young person, there's got to be a way to navigate to do your job, to be in, or would you say, would you go so far as to say you can't be in the entertainment industry and not be toxic and not be like them? Would you just be raw and just tell them that? Like, if you go in this field, you're going to end up like that.
I think,
it's tough.
But it's a sacrifice. But you have to constantly remind yourself this is a job. And we tend to think because social media is fun and entertaining, it's not a job. It's your job.
Absolutely.
So when you check in to do whatever you got to do online, you got to remember you're getting paid for this. Now it's time to clock out. Get off of it. So I think for the younger people coming in, you got to remember this is a job. Go work another job first before you do this, so that you can understand what it takes. Because just because we don't have a boss over our head doesn't mean assignments don't got to get done, deadlines don't got to get done. You still have to adhere, or you're not going to make your money on the internet, or people aren't going to follow you. So you have to constantly, you have to. It's just, you got to treat it like a job. It can't be fun in the beginning.
Because the crazy weatherman up at 5 a.m.
Oh, come on now.
But now there's going to be somebody who wants to be the crazy weatherman, wants to do Philip Talk podcast, and they've never worked at Burger King or McDonald's. They don't have a job.
Yeah.
They've never worked a job. They come on, they see Kaisenet or whatever, Speedy. And
It's a perfect example, though.
Because he's going through that right now.
Perfect
identity
example.
crisis.
Perfect example. He wanted to experience real life
right now.
things. He wanted to make clothes and design things, and the whole world turned on him because he chose himself.
Yep.
And he didn't.
The biggest thing.
And he didn't have that coming into it.
No, he had to develop to that.
Yeah, you see, he's reading right now.
Right.
He's actually showing videos of him reading to the point
Yes.
of literature where we don't know words. He's reading online.
But the dangerous part about it, George, is enough of success can turn you into who you really are supposed to be, or it can kill you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because you have to prove to yourself that you are right. You have to prove yourself correct first. Then you can fix your life. Some people never get to the point of feeling like they were right, or they were convicted enough to be like, I knew I was always going to be here. I got here. That young man had to make millions of dollars to develop himself. He would have never did that if he wouldn't have been successful. I believe.
I feel like I knew when I didn't want to do it, because Carlos always say that you have to sacrifice yourself. You got to be up at this time. You got to be ready to go. You got to be dressed. And I don't like to get dressed every day. I'm not finna get cute every day. I only want to get cute on occasions. And Carlos like, this, you got to be this person. You not really cut for this. You got to be
That sound like Carlos.
And then I got to thinking like, you know
That
what?
guy
You
here.
might be right. Because I don't want to get up on a Sunday and go to this party. And I don't feel like partying. It was times where we had parties where I didn't even want to go. I just wanted to get paid. I didn't want to be there. And it's like, is this really what you want? Do you really want people in your business and turning on you? Because when the internet turns on you, they turn on you.
And everybody got their day.
Everybody has their day.
Everybody
And I
has
never liked when I had my day. Ever. It really
No
had
one
me in
does.
tears.
Yeah.
But you know, at the same time, I was made for it, but it was like, I don't like it. Like, whatever.
There you go.
It's
You
a
know.
tough road for sure.
They got to try it out. They got to try it out.
You got to try it out.
And see, because like you said, it's going to make or break you.
And be
It's
successful
going to
at
make
it.
or break you.
What's the ends to the means? And what I mean by that is, for everybody in here, where do you see tech taking you? Like technology as an individual, where do you see, what's the end? Like, if I'm using technology and I'm gonna tell you, this is exactly the person I want to be. This is where I want tech to take me. This is what I would use AI for. In a perfect world, this is where I want tech to take me. Where would you say? What is that for you? What career move?
Jasmine in here for a second.
Give me a second.
The hairstylist.
Think about it. Let me process the question first.
That's a part of even with hairstyle. Like,
Yes.
You got to think.
Because she has a job that a robot can do, maybe, but maybe a girl would never let a robot do that.
Robot not
But
doing my
don't,
hair.
Right.
let's not limit ourselves
That's a personal
because
job,
let's
service.
not limit ourselves because she could then one day own a business where she has a whole bunch of robots
Sure.
doing hair.
Sure.
I mean,
I don't
let's
gotta
not
pay 'em.
limit-
What?
You ain't
Gotta pay the service.
All you gotta do is pay AI a description.
Right.
So what does that look like for us? Like, what's the ends to the means?
I think I'm stuck. I think I'm not stuck, but I think I am the perfect generation, as I always say. Like, I think I would never be enamored with technology enough to lose myself in it. I'll always use enough of it to get to where I need to be at, which is some form of media influence and media company, and trying to get an international viewing. That's the ultimate goal. But I don't think that technology will boost me there faster. Not me, because the way that I
Not the
use it.
boost, man.
No, it ain't gonna
Not
boost.
the man that said
No, I don't
the
boost.
everything.
I say that.
There you go.
No.
Not you.
That's how the people
There you
turn
go.
on you.
That's how they say. Everybody everything.
You can't trust him. He like the internet trolls. George trying to kill me. But yeah, I mean, I think I have I hate to use the word perfect. I have a cool understanding of how much to give and how much to take in my field of work, I think.
So AI will give you an international viewing.
No, it won't. That's what I'm saying. It won't help me get further.
So AI won't help you.
Not me, because I don't use it. It's not a big reason of why the following I have today. Technology it's really like me. And we always go back to that tactile word, on the ground, working, looking up here, doing that, writing it, typing it, filming it. I'm not relying. It's people that literally don't do anything, but have millions of dollars because AI is doing the job for them. Not me. That's not how I see it.
Do you believe you're the same person that you display on your apps and your
100%.
as in
100%.
person?
Same
100%.
voice and everything.
I talk to people all the time. They say, "Why are you talking to me like the crazy weatherman?" I'm like, that's how I talk. This is the
Yeah,
voice.
he does have live journalism voice.
Yeah, this is how I talk.
Everywhere he goes.
And I fought against that. I fought with myself with that, to never create a persona that was not real, because then I couldn't get lost in anything if I didn't create anything. I'm just being me, honestly. This white dude taught me how to talk on a microphone, and I just use it on camera. Let's go.
But I think social media has shifted from people displaying their natural selves to entertainment. So that's why I think AI is going to go really far on social media, because now people just want to be entertained. I don't really want to hear about your life story like that, for real. Just put something funny, let me comment something funny, and keep going about my day.
Yeah, you're right. It's absolutely
Yeah.
correct.
I think for me, I want to use AI to train the next generation. I want to master the machine, which is the biggest message I can say as far as tech, because it's not going nowhere, y'all. You got to learn. You got to be ahead of the curve, basically. You got to know what the next innovation is and how you can use it to your advantage. But from a media standpoint, I want to create other journalists like me, like myself, other writers who need to know the fundamentals the right way, not the fast way. So I think if I know how to manipulate it right, I can create another smaller generation of real journalists that understand the ethics, because that's something that really matters to me.
Yeah, that's good. Do you guys think that the world? Well, I guess this is a tough question to figure out how to implement the things that the kids, baby boomers had, because like we talked about in the last pod, those things really helped y'all. It helped us. You know what I mean? Zach probably don't know a lot. I'm not gonna say a lot. You know about the street lights coming on, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So there's certain things that were rooted in us that were we had to be outside to experience. Do we run away from that to teach the new generation, or are we adapting to how they do it?
I don't think you run away from anything, but you do have to adapt. I think I was similar to what Robin was saying. I would use AI technology to reach a mass audience with my message. I don't have to. Back in the day, you had to go around like a comedian. You had to go from place to place and say what you're going to say. Now I can do something online and reach more people with the message I have, and I think it's that important. So I think that we have to adapt to the culture. Don't get ran over, but to your point, I do see a softer generation because they're not engaged like we were. You're not going to be able, let's just be realistic, you're not going to be able to go outside and play football on the concrete like we did.
Right, right.
It's not going to happen. So now what do we say to this generation? They're going to have to learn how to use technology with their at the gym or at home. They're going to have to. It's not going to happen. We keep trying to go back to MJ, but you got LeBron,
Wembley.
Wembley. You got Wembley, whereas you never had a big like that across from people. But this is where we're at. So I think that's a very powerful question because sometimes as an older generation we're stuck with we need to go back. And it's true that we do need some of the things that we grew up with are foundational, but you can't go back.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't compare MJ to LBJ.
Right.
You can't, but you have to deal with right now, use some of those principles, tell them, okay, if you're gonna stay up all night reading a book or whatever, but they may have Kindle.
Right.
But at least you're reading.
At least you read.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? We have to teach the new generation how to use technology in a way that's engaging like we used to be,
Right.
but you realize you can't go back to the way we used to be.
That's powerful, George.
That's
You're right, though. That makes me
And
think of...
partly sad.
It's true, though. But that made me think
But it's
about
real.
school.
Yeah.
Me growing up, we had to get the computers rolled into class. And we only could use them for that one period. We couldn't take them home. What, they had pads at the high school? They had their own iPads. I was like, what? Tablets? That's different. But to your point, that's true. How are we going to compete with them about going outside when they got to do their homework on a tablet when they come home or something? They still got the jitters from the electronics. That was just a deep point you made.
It's good.
Well, I'm definitely excited to see where the future of AI takes us, but I know that there's so much more involved with social media, mental health, the spirituality that comes with it. So I'm excited to see some other themes that we can explore in it, because we know technology is not bad, right? But there's a lot more left that we got to explore for sure.
Absolutely.